everybody, I'm Michael, your balloon twister, and this time I'm going to teach you how to make a dude on a skateboard. I know this looks really complicated, but it's actually really simple, and it only uses 4 balloons. Plus, it's the first design I ever created all by myself that had a butt. Let me show you how to make it. To make the dude on the skateboard, you'll need 4 balloons. I'm using a blue 260 for the skateboard, a white 260 for the wheels, and 2 yellow 260s for the body. The colors really don't make a difference, you can use whatever you want, but this design uses your standard 260 balloon animal balloon. Let's start with the wheels. Get the white 260 out and inflate it about 1/3 of the way. Let some air out and tie it. Give it a, don't drop it, I almost did. Give it a squeeze and a stretch so that it's soft. That's important for this next part. You're gonna take that knot in your finger and you're gonna push the knot inside the balloon, and then you're gonna grab onto the knot from the outside. So you can sort of see, like, that's the knot there. I'm gonna grab it from the outside, and then I'm gonna gently remove my finger without popping the balloon, hopefully. Like that. It'll look all curvy like that, which you don't want. So you wanna gently straighten it out, like that. Give it a gentle squeeze so it's soft. And then right on this side of the knot, twist it around a couple of times. And then this is the tricky part. You're gonna wanna break this off. So you can use scissors, if that's what you have, or if you know Kung Fu balloon style, you can go, wah, like that, which is just like tearing it like duct tape. This part we wanna tie, so we keep it. You might need help if you're not really good at doing this, which I know I'm not all the time. Here we go, tie knot. So that one doesn't come undone, and then that's one side of our wheel. We have the knot there, which we want to push inside, like that. And then right in the middle, we want to twist it so that we get 2 equal sizes. If they're a little bit off, that's fine. But see, there are 2 wheels for the front or back of our skateboard. Now we get to do it one more time. This can be tricky and your finger can get stuck. So practice a lot. But I think it's a really fun design. Also, this whole tearing the balloon thing can be a little difficult. I have a video for it. Look in the description. Okay, and there we go. We got wheels. 2 sets of wheels. Next, we need our skateboard. Get the balloon for your skateboard and inflate it about halfway. Let some air out and tie it. Give it a squeeze and a stretch. We're going to start off by making a section that's a little bit longer than it is wide, so maybe about 2 inches long. We're going to follow that up with a 1-inch bubble, and we're going to pinch twist that by folding it over, pinching it, pulling it, and twisting it. Now we want to give this a squeeze and a stretch again, because we want to make sure it maintains its softness. We're going to fold it over, and we're going to twist it here into that knot. But first we're going to do another 1-inch bubble pinch twist. 1-inch bubble, fold it over, pinch it, pull it, twist it, and now take that knot and twist it into there. That's going to be one side of our skateboard. Now we want to give this balloon another squeeze and a stretch. Keep it soft. We want to go down a length, maybe, 6 inches. Another 1-inch bubble pinch twist. 1-inch bubble, fold it over, pinch it, pull it, twist it. You'll notice we use a lot of pinch twist and balloon twisting because that's sort of like the glue that holds everything together. And then we're going to make something just like this on this side. So we're going to make that same first section, about 2 inches. 1-inch bubble, fold it over, pinch it, pull it, twist it. Give it another squeeze, make sure it's soft. And we're going to make that same sort of arch to the other side. You don't want there to be like too much of a gap there. You want it to pretty much be, like one piece. So that should be good. But now I want to get this balloon to this pinch twist. So I'm going to share a little secret with you. What I like to do is I'll push the air out, So I have some uninflated section, and I'll stretch that up to the other pinch twist, wrap it around, and then push the air back down into that spot. This gets the balloon to where I want it to be without an extra bubble and without causing too much, tension or having to rip it off and tie it and attach it to where I want it to be. So, a little cheat. Now we want to make another section that same length, 6 inches. Make sure it's soft. And then we can twist this seam here into this pinch twist right here. And we straighten it up and we have something that looks like that. Now this piece here we don't need, so I recommend that you pop it off at the very end. You can use scissors or a needle, or if you can snap, you can just sort of like that. Let the air out. And because we have a little bit of tension right here, we want to match that. So go ahead and take that, slack, and wrap it down to the other pinch twist on the bottom. Just so that they sort of match. Then we adjust it a little bit. Should pretty much look like the deck of a skateboard. There'll be a gap there in the middle, but we want that, because that's sort of how we attach the wheels later. I don't want to spoil anything though. But this is what it should look like. Now it's time for our dude. Get your dude balloons and inflate them halfway. There's one. Let a little air out, tie it, squeeze and a stretch. You want to do them both at the same time. Let some air out, tie it, squeeze and a stretch. We're going to start off by making 2 small bubbles, each like ½ an inch. This can be hard, especially if it's really soft. There we go. I'm going to take the knot here, and I'm going to twist it into this seam over here. Then I'm going to take the slack from the knot, and I'm going to wrap it through the seam as many times as it'll go, which pretty much pinch twists it. Pretty cool, right? Now I'm going to get one of my wheels, and I'm going to twist this part here into this seam, so it looks like that. And I'm going to adjust those pinch twists so they're on both sides of the wheel. Like that. See? Ain't that cool? So now I got one. I want to do that for both of the balloons. And now I have the 2 wheels on sticks, which is sort of what I want. Make sure these are soft by giving them a squeeze and a stretch. We're going to want to do that pretty much after every step. We want this piece here to come up through that hole in the center. But we don't want it to bulge out. You see how much it bulged out? See, if I put this through there, it's going to bulge out more because it's trying to make room for that. So we don't want it to do that. So what we want to do is we want it to sit right there at the bottom, like that. But we want this part here to be thinner or smaller. So we're going to twist a little tiny bubble, like that, and then follow that up with a 1-inch bubble pinch twist. And then after that 1-inch bubble pinch twist, do a small flower petal by folding the balloon over, like this, and then twisting it. So you can see I have my 1-inch bubble pinch twist here, and then my bigger flower petal there. And then we want to put those on opposite sides and let the rest of the balloon continue up straight. So your piece should look like this. The idea is that these wheels are going to go through this hole, and the tension from the wheels and these bubbles are going to hold it in place. Like that. And then these become the wheels, and this becomes the foot of our dude. So let's do the other one now. Squeeze and stretch. Tiny bubble. 1-inch bubble. Fold it over, pinch twist it. Flower petal. And then arrangement. There we go. Might have been going a little fast for you, especially if you just started. Feel free to rewind this video and watch it as many times as you want, but if I waited for everybody, the video would be really long. So, that's why YouTube has rewind buttons. Give it a squeeze and a stretch on both of these guys. So now we can take these 2, we can put them both in there. Point the feet the same way. because most people have their feet pointed the same way. And you can already see our skateboard and the feet. Now we just got to make the rest of the guy. What I like to do is I'll make sure these are really soft. And I'll make the legs and I'll twist them together. I like to twist them pretty high up. And I'll take one of the balloons and slip it underneath and through to lock them into place. Next, I'll fold these balloons over and I'll twist a 1-inch bubble on each side with one motion like this. So that way they're the same size. I'll then fold them over and do a double pinch twist at once. Now I have them like that, and I can just pinch it, pull it, and twist it. And that's gonna be his butt. I was so happy when I was like 17 and figured that out. Now we need to make his upper body. So we're gonna take him like this, give it another squeeze and a stretch. And we wanna make a body that's slightly smaller than the legs. You know, a little smaller. Doesn't need a huge upper body, it can be a kid. There we go, something like that. Now we wanna take one of these balloons, whichever one has the most slack. This one has a little bit of slack, but that one there has a lot of slack. So this one here, I'm gonna fold it over and make a flower petal for the head. And then I'm gonna twist these up a couple more times, just to make sure they don't come undone on me. Put the flower petal like this, the balloons on each side, and then these are gonna be his arms and his hands. So whichever one is the shortest, that's the one I work with. I give it a squeeze and a stretch to make sure it's nice and soft. And depending on how much slack I have left, I go down a section, and then I twist a section that will have two bubbles, almost the same size. Doesn't really make a difference. And then I'm gonna twist those together and take the slack and wrap them in there. So that way he has an arm there. I wanna make the arm the same size on the other end, but you notice this balloon is a lot longer than that one was. So I'm gonna fold them together, measure them against each other, twist it here, so it's the same size, and then twist my two bubbles that are each 1 inch, like that, fold it over, and twist them together. Now to make it easier on me, I'm gonna give this balloon a squeeze so I get a little bit of slack right here, and I'm gonna wrap that slack through the seam of the two bubbles. And I do that like 3 or 4 times. And that pretty much pinch twists it. Now this part here I don't need, so I can pinch a bubble off and pop it with a snap. There we go. Let the air out, and we're good. Just don't drop it. So right now our guy is made, but he doesn't look like the most graceful. He doesn't look like a graceful skateboarder. That's a weird phrase. Which he looks like how I would look if I was trying to skateboard. You know, not very good. So we want to make him look better at skateboarding. So we're going to give him some bend in his knees. Like that. And we're going to give him some bend in his arms too. Make him look more, you know, like athletic. Adjust him a little bit. Oh, so much better. Adjust the feet and the wheels. There we go. Tie off any little pieces that are loose. Just sort of clean them up. And there we go. We got our dude on a skateboard. Now it just needs a face. The face is pretty much just up to you. It can be whatever you want. I like to keep it simple. 2 round circles for the eyes. And then some eyebrows. And then half a circle for the nose. And then half a circle for the mouth. If you want to connect these eyes together to make them sunglasses, feel free to do that. Or you can take like a white paint marker and give them a little gleam, like I did on the one that I showed you at the beginning of the video. But I'm thinking like we're going to turn these guys into sunglasses. So all right, he's looking pretty cool. And there we go, one skateboarding dude. Isn't that cool? Other really good thing about this design is that you can turn it into a surfer or a snowboarder or so many different things. You know, it's like the whole X game in one design. Instead of making 2 wheels, if you make a fin on one side for like a surfboard, you can just attach his foot to one of the pinch twists on the other side, and then it's like a cool surfing dude. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments below. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, why not hit that subscribe button? I'd really appreciate it. I'm Michael Floyd, your balloon twister. I do balloon animal lessons every Monday, so I'll see you next week. First, we're gonna start with making, take two. I'm Michael Floyd, your balloon twister. What else am I supposed to say here?